It's been a while since I made a video, so I wanted to show you what we have going on at Free Home Farm. Today is November 29th. Amanda had her baby just a few days ago, and we have goat babies around still, and there's a lot going on, so I'll just show you what we have. We've had our first rain in like 3 months, and so everything's finally getting some moisture, which has been much needed. The grass is kind of all drying out, but I'm about to lay some seeds, spread some seeds, so maybe we can get a little bit growing before it gets too cold. But I'll show you what we have going on. Over here is what used to be Bunny World, and we now have goats in here. We have Coco and her 2 babies. Well, she has 3 babies, but 2 of them are in here with her. Pumpkin and Spice. And then Piper is in here with the goats. We're training Piper. I have her in here during the day while I'm here so we can get her used to being around the goats. So far, so good. But I've spent the last couple days stringing more electric fence wire around the side of this fence so that we can set up the portable electric fence here to give us another paddock. They've pretty much grazed down the area they were in, so we need to move them over. The Bunny World fence is not quite strong enough to keep them in overnight, so before I can run more electric on the inside, they can just go in there during the day. My brother came and helped me hang this gate, so we finally have a gate on either side like we had planned. There's one on this side, and we hung one over here close to the garage. This is where the goats have been for a month or two, a couple months. We had this area cordoned off with the electric fence, and you can see it's completely grazed down to nothing, so they definitely need to move. This is completely dead. I'm going to spread some cover crop over here, maybe get a little bit of ryegrass to grow before it gets too cold. And then in a couple weeks, we're bringing the chicken coop back here, and we'll park it back here for a while. Let the chickens live back here for a little while. Oh, here's our chicken that thinks she's a goat. This was the chicken that we hatched. We put it under one of our hens, and she actually hatched it for us. And then they went off into the woods, and this little chick was raised in the woods. They would come up every day and eat some grain and then go back to the woods. But now, her mom is gone back to the coop, but this chicken just lives with the goats. I think she sleeps in the goat coop at night, and during the day she just hangs out with the goats. Over here is our milking stand. We've just started practice milking. We haven't really gone full-time milking. The kids are 1 month old, so we're trying to let them get as much of their mama's milk as possible. This milking stand we built out of pallets. It's all pallet pieces and a couple of scrap 2x4s. I milked this morning, just kind of a practice, and got maybe 1/4 cup of milk by hand. So I'm doing that just to get her used to getting up on the stand, to learn how to milk, how to process, to get my hands used to milking. But this little stand works great. And we put Clyde in here with May. Oh, there he is back there. We'll have him eat out some of the privet that's growing and keep May company. She's a little too rough to be with the baby goats, so we'll just keep her and Clyde together for now. We need to let this first goat pasture that we cordoned off, we need to let this pasture rest a while, because see, it's completely grazed down. And so I'll spread some seed in here, cover crop, to try to get to grow a little bit before it gets too cold, and then let it rest over winter till it grows back in the spring. Then we can put the goats back in. But this is the tightest fence we have. Every time we try to move Clyde somewhere else, he always seems to get out, but he can't get out of here. He likes it in here, I guess. He doesn't try too hard. And there's May in her doghouse. And Clyde back there behind her. Hi, May! We're starting to think about maybe breeding May or Piper so we can have some puppies. We can raise puppies with the goats to get them used to the goats from the beginning. We've had the chickens over here for a while, and we set up this redneck looking tarp so that we could keep the chickens in. They weren't laying so much because they were free ranging all over the place, so we had to sort of put them on lockdown. So we put this tarp over the front of their coop, and we closed it up. We wrapped a fence around it. So they were locked up for a while. They're back out now. When we move the coop again, we're going to have to set up some sort of a run so that we can lock them up when we want to. And over here, we just installed this gate and set up this paddock 2 days ago. Built a little shelter out of pallets. We seem to like to use pallets. So this is the other baby that belongs to Coco. He's a boy, and he's a little more aggressive. So we need to have him separated. I separate him during the day and then let him back together with Mom at night because he was stealing all the milk. So it's hard for our girls to grow if the boy's getting the milk. It's hard. For the Nigerian dwarfs, they often have twins, but not always triplets, and they only have 2 teats, so you have to be kind of careful to make sure everyone's getting enough milk. This girl is Coco's first daughter, and she's old enough, almost ready to breed, so we'll be breeding her soon so that she'll have babies in the spring. But for now, I put them over here. We added another hay rack made out of pallets and put up this portable fence and a little shelter for them. So yeah, that's what we have going on. It's still fall. Another month of fall. Then we'll be into winter. So there you go. That's what it looks like now. Everything's kind of dead. Got a little bit of rain. Hope it picks back up. We can get some more green. Oh, there goes a chicken truck. A commercial chicken truck. Try to get some more green growing before it gets too cold in winter. We have pretty mild winters in Georgia, so. Yeah.
Like what?
See you later.